say that a man is the closest thing to God. No matter what's going on, we have to rise consistently every day, and we have to provide consistently every day. We have to serve consistently every day.
He has to have a code. He has to have certain things he's going to say and do, and he means it. You know, when I was coming up, if a man said something, that was his word was bond.
For some guys, they're invisible to women. In order for them to stop complaining, they just really have to step up their game, meaning they have to step up their strategy. They have to become a more attractive guy. So the reason why so many guys are sexless is because they don't have any game.
Weak men need to be purged. And what I mean by that is that there was a time where only the strongest men had valuable things.
Anybody that's been out here in the last 10 years, it's easier to get sex than it is to make $100. Basically put yourself in a position and they throwing it to you. So I think, again, weak men have risen up and they have a voice and they spew their shit onto other weak men and they fall for it, and it's this whole victimhood thing.
I say, okay, put your arm out. They put their arm out. I say, grab your arm. You can grab your arm.
When I think of a man in my head, he takes responsibility with a purpose. And this responsibility gives him struggle, and through that struggle, he gets strength, and through that strength, he creates structure.
Smack your arm. You can smack your arm. Pinch your arm. Okay, you're real. Go fucking knock on Fear's door and grab his arm.
Whatever he wants out of life, whatever he desires out of life, whatever steps he wants to take to secure what he requires, I think he should be true to that first and foremost.
Say what you mean and mean what you say.
See, the emotional male will always use emotions to make excuses for the fact he ain't shit.
You gotta be ready to go the distance behind what you believe in. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be willing to die about some shit.
Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Top Soil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity, specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Yo! What's good? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the motherfucking dating game. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. You know, we got to go in today as usual. And shout out to my lady April MC in the building. What's going on? Shout outs to Captain Creator, AJ Lino, Omar Gray, what's popping with your Phoenix in the building. Shout out to Unique 79 in the motherfucking building. Shout out to Only One, Duke Alex in the building, Money Mitch, Chocolate Daddy, Pause, Joe Montana, what's going on? No Dad is in the building, D's Nuts, Pause is in the building, J98, St. Ricardo, shout out to you. Who else we got up in here? Fit and Life Entertainment is in the building, man. Shout out to you. Who else we got up in here? Jug Season, Big Vusi is in the building. Manny the Roadrunner, what's going on? What's popping with you guys? Shout out to everybody in the chat. So today's topic, man, we're going to be talking about how the longer it takes you to smash, the less sexually attracted she is to you. We about to go in. We about to go in so heavy. We about to go in with no lube. You feel what I'm saying? It's going to be crazy. So, you know, what I want you guys to understand is this, right? Is the game is really simple. The game is really simple. Either she is interested in you or she's not. I keep trying to tell you guys this. You understand? But what happens is that you have a lot of guys who don't have game, who like to overcomplicate certain things, right? And, you know, what's funny is that a lot of guys who, you know, adhere to, let's say, for example, pickup artists that adhere to thinking that, you know, getting hot women is complicated. Guys who think that they need to do a bunch of pickup lines, tricks, manipulation, gimmicks, and all this other stuff in order to get shit cracking with a woman, right? These guys think that they have to go through a whole song and dance in order to get sex, right? Some guys think they got to go on multiple dates in order to get sex. Some guys think that they can't get sex with hot girls unless they pay. Some guys think that women don't like sex as much as us. You understand? So it's a lot of things that are going down when people are, you know, thinking about these things, man. And guys, if you want to call up, the calling number is 646-481-3901. 646-481-3901 is the number. And if you have a question, put a Q in the chat and we will get to your questions. You feel what I'm saying? So this is all you guys need to understand is that when you're dealing with a woman, right? Let's say you go on a date with a girl. Let's say you're talking to a girl online. Let's say you randomly meet a girl in the street or whatever it is like that, right? Understand that the longer it takes you to smash, that means the less attracted she is to you sexually, right? And so that means that if you're dealing with a woman and you want to smash and you let it be known that you want to smash, and the girl is the one who is delaying it by saying, I'm not that type of girl. You got to get to know me more. We should go out more. We should, you know, you should buy me this or you should do this for me. Anytime when you let the women know, whether directly or indirectly, that you're trying to have sex and then the girl is the one who's falling back with it, that means that she is not as sexually attracted to you as you are to her, right? Which means that you're going to have to take longer to actually make shit happen. Now, does this mean that she's not sexually attracted to you at all? No, it just means that it's going to take you longer. And understand, the longer it takes you, the less sexually attracted she is to you. The shorter it takes you, the more sexually attracted she is to you. Or in other words, the more work you have to put in when you're dealing with a woman, the less sexually attracted she is. The less work you have to put in, the more sexually attracted she is, right? So this is why a lot of times I tell you guys, listen, if you want to hook up with a girl, you can just have a conversation with her and let her know this is what you're interested in. If she's sexually attracted to you, she's going to want to do that now. A lot of guys are scared to be direct with women because they're like, Locario, that's not going to work. She's not going to be about that. That's not going to happen. You understand? You're going to be you're going to offend her, Locario. You know, it just doesn't go down like that. So this is the mindset of a lot of guys. So what they do is they tiptoe around the pussy. They take a girl on a bunch of dates. They do all of these different, you know, ridiculous things, right? Now, what I found funny was the other day, myself, K Zaggin, 1950, and Steve, was on the Game Global channel, and we showed you a clip of that on Monday when me and Miles was doing the Media Monday show. But it was a dude on there who basically said that he would spend 3 hours trying to smash a chick. Now, what does that mean if you're spending 3 hours trying to smash a chick? That means she is not really sexually attracted to you. Because if she was sexually attracted to you, you wouldn't need to take 3 hours, right? You wouldn't need to take 2 hours. You wouldn't even need to take an hour. See, what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is it's not that you go and meet a girl and every girl you meet, you need to be literally fucking this girl within 5 or 10 minutes. What I'm saying is that the decision she makes to want to have sex with you is made within 5 or 10 minutes or even less than that. So you could be, you know, on a date with a girl and the girl could be interested in having sex with you. And it doesn't mean you need to have sex that night. It's just she is showing that she is sexually attracted to you now. You understand what I'm saying? It's showing that she actually wants to do this with you. So you don't necessarily even need to do it tonight, because some guys will say, well, you know what? You know, I don't really have enough time tonight. I'm really not trying to fuck tonight because I got this other thing I'm doing and so forth and so on. Cool. But you know the girl wants it, right? You want it, but you're saying to her, we will wait. See, there's a difference between you telling a girl let's wait versus a girl telling you let's wait. You understand what I'm saying? Understand, there's a difference between you telling the girl let's wait versus her telling you let's wait. And understand this, you telling her let's wait has to be based on her trying to get the dick now. So, if you're telling a girl, let's wait to have sex, but she's not trying to get the dick now, it does not count. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't be like, well, Locario, you know, I was chilling with this girl and I told her, hey, we're not going to fuck now. We're going to have to wait until I get to know her. But if she's not trying to get your dick, it doesn't matter. See, you telling her girl, let's wait is based on her wanting the dick now. And then you're telling her she has to wait for the dick. But if she's not trying to get the dick, it doesn't matter about you telling her let's wait because you don't even know she wants to get the dick. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, I want to show you guys this video because K Zaggin did a video earlier today. I think it was yesterday. Let me bring this video up real quick. Hold on. Let me share this because K Zaggin was going in on this video. So let me bring up this video really quick. Let me try to get this going real quick because K Zaggin was going off with the game. He was going heavy. He was basically talking about this topic. This is what gave me the idea of this topic. So I was like, I got to show this video because it's real fucking shit. You understand what I'm saying? It's real shit right here. Hold on. Let me do this. Oh, I always forget which one I like to get going on these. Hold on. Which one is it? So I like to get the right one. Is it this one or is it this one? Hold on. Let me get the right layout for this shit. Because this is one layout that I like. All right, we're just gonna go with this one for right now. So let's look at what K Zaggin was saying, because he was basically talking about this whole 3-hour nonsense that these guys are talking about when it comes to waiting around or taking a long time to make shit happen when it goes down. Shout out to K Zaggin. You're about to go in. Make sure you guys subscribe to K Zaggin's channel. Make sure you guys do that.
Passport bros come to mind. These other guys, they are time tricks. They trick off their time.
Hold, he already going in. Hold on, he already going in. See, he said these guys are time tricks. See, they're tricking off their time. Talking about, I want to spend 3 hours talking to a chick to try to get some pussy. right? They're tricking off the time. They're like, let me spend all this time on a random woman. But let's continue.
What did he say yesterday? 3 hours with a bitch? Yo, look. 3 hours with one chick, with a random chick you just met. A strange woman whom you don't know. You literally give her 3 hours of your valuable time? But here's the clue. This is how you know guys don't value their dick. Well, if I end up fucking, it was time well spent. I'm having fun because I eventually get to the sex. Let me break something down to you guys. What's the difference? And I want guys to really think about this. What's the difference between you spending 3 hours with a woman you just met, 3 hours with a woman you just met, or you taking a woman out on 3 dates? What's the difference?
That's an excellent question. What's the difference between spending 3 hours with a chick you just met versus taking a chick out on 3 dates? You see what I'm saying? Well, let's continue.
Difference. What's the difference? Think about it. I'm going to ask the question again. What is the difference between you spending 3 consecutive hours with a woman you just met or you taking a woman out on 3 dates? There is no difference. It's the same shit. The only noticeable difference is, if you will, it's you did it in a condensed time frame. So let me elaborate what I mean. Typically, when you take a woman out on a date, the date should last no more than an hour, right? But we'll say if we round it to the nearest hour, right? Whether you spend 45 minutes with a chick, 30 minutes with a chick, or an hour and a half. Let's round it to the nearest hour. 1 hour. So if I take a woman out on Friday and spend an hour with her, then I do a second date the following Friday and spend another hour with her. And then I do a third date the Friday after that and spend another hour with her, and I end up fucking her. Tell me how I won. Please, someone break down to me, how the fuck do I have game if I took 3 weeks to fuck a chick? If I took a woman out on 3 dates and I spent an hour on each date trying to cajole her, persuade her, coax her. Let's break this down. Cajole. Persuade someone to do something by sustain, coaxing, or flattery. To cajole someone is to convince them by using insincere compliments or promises. That's what these guys teach.
Real shit. So you guys got to think about this. You're spending 3 hours, you holler at a girl at the bar, you're talking to her, you're going back and forth. And then you say, oh, let's go to this other spot. You go to another spot, you're spending a whole other hour with her. You take her outside, you guys start walking together, and so you're spending 3 hours, which is basically the equivalent, like Kazak is saying, to 3 dates, which means you're spending a lot of time. You're taking longer to try to get the sex. Because if she was sexually attracted to you, it wouldn't take 3 hours or 3 dates for sex to happen. You see what I'm saying? See, a lot of guys be trying to buy time so that they don't get rejected quickly. You understand? Or what happens is that they think they need to tiptoe around these situations in order to make things happen because they don't believe that they're sexually attractive enough in order for a woman to want to fuck with them now. It's crazy, but let's continue.
They teach men. Men, they're not men. Because men don't go for this type of shit. Men actually value our time, and we're not time tricks. We're not tricking off our valuable time to try and convince a woman to fuck us. These guys call this a skill. They call cajoling a woman, coaxing a woman, trying to convince a woman with insincere compliments in conversations. They call that shit a skill. Really now. Really now. No. Let me break down to you lame motherfuckers what skill is. Let me help you out.
You about to go in.
Let me tell you what motherfuckers with game do, right? Let me help you out. See, when you have game and sex appeal, let me tell you how that works. If I'm talking to a woman who is clearly interested in me, but she has an agenda. Now, Pete, where I'm going with this. This is game time for you niggas. Let's say she has an agenda, right? So, again, she is attracted to me sexually, but she also has an agenda, right? So she has a primary agenda and a secondary agenda, right? So let's say she's like, I'm feeling them sexually, but I'm kind of feeling them. Let me see if I can get more out of them. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell them that I'm looking for something more than just sex. Right? That's what I'm going to tell them. Because look, let me tell you what some women will do. Some women will be attracted to you sexually, but if you're their physical type or you're their type, they don't want just your dick. They want more because you're their type, right? So sometimes what they'll try and do is they'll try to get two for the price of one. Meaning, if I can get him to spend non-sexual time with me and I can get his dick, all is right with the world, right? Let me tell you where game comes in at. Game comes in where you realize that Shorty is trying to interject her agenda and she's trying to get more than just sex out of you, right? You know she's down for sex, but you can tell she's trying to squeeze a little bit more, right? Game is where you basically tell her, no, we're not doing that. If you're fucking with me, this is how we're going to do it. That's where game comes in.
You see what I'm saying? See, but check this out. These guys who don't have game, what they do is they always go with the woman's agenda, because the guys who don't have game, what they'll do is that they'll spend more time, more energy with the woman and go along with the woman's agenda and just hope and pray they get pussy. See, when you have game, what you do is that you fuck with women on your terms, and that's it, right? So you let a woman know when you want to make it happen, and she has to follow your lead. If she's not following your lead, then you just don't fuck with her. But what these guys will do is they have no agenda. Their agenda is to do whatever the woman wants in order to get pussy, which is why they'll spend 3 hours dealing with the woman. Because this is the thing. When you're thinking about spending all this time with a woman, what you're essentially saying is that either you don't believe you're sexually appealing, or you just, in general, don't believe women are attracted sexually to men like how men are sexually attracted to women. So either way, you just, for some reason, you don't believe women desire dick. You understand what I'm saying? Just like a man would desire pussy. So you think you need to do more shit in order to get the woman to want to fuck you, right? And see, what happens is that what a lot of guys try to use is the excuse. They'll say, oh, but Locario, men and women are not the same, bro. You know, we there's differences about us. And they're absolutely right. There are differences between men and women. But guess where men and women are very similar? When it comes to sex. Do you understand what I'm saying? When it comes to when a woman finds a guy sexually appealing, she wants the dick now, just like how you would want the pussy. You understand? You do not need to convince a woman to want your dick if she wants your dick. You understand what I'm saying? Just like a woman doesn't have to convince you to have sex with her if you want to have sex with her. This is what a lot of you guys don't get. And like you were saying, a lot of these pickup artists like to think they have this skill, right? The skill they talk about really is simping. They're like, let me pass her shit test, simping. Let me spend 3 hours with her, simping. Let me demonstrate high value, simping. You understand what I'm saying? All of this is like you trying to prove yourself to the woman. Terrible, but let's continue.
Some of y'all might be like, I don't get it. Let me help you out a little bit more. Right there. Operative words, efficient and proficient. Efficient, achieving maximum productivity with minimum wasted effort and expense. What does that mean? That means I'm dealing with women on my terms. I'm having sex on my timeline. I'm dictating the pace and the flow of everything. And I'm wasting a minimal amount of time, effort, energy, and money to do it. That's where game comes in at.
You notice minimal, less time, right? To get what you want done. See, these guys out here, they're telling you, hey, listen, take all day and talk to this woman. You ain't got nothing to do. You ain't got no life. You understand? Try to convince this woman who's really not sexually interested in you and to have sex with you because she's a baddie. You got to chase these baddies, bro, by any means necessary. You understand? This is how a lot of guys think, unfortunately.
How quickly can I get this woman to get on my page without me compromising myself in order to do it? How quickly can I get this woman to do what it is I require from her without making concessions for her, without compromising, or without making any accommodations? Everything is going exactly how I want it to go at the timing of my choice, my way. That's what efficiency means. Now, when we talk about skill, proficient, competent or skilled in doing or using something, I'm proficient at being efficient. Don't let that go over your head. I'm proficient at being efficient. That means I am competent and I am skilled at achieving maximum productivity with minimum wasted effort, time, energy, resources, or expense.
That's what I'm talking about. See? And that's the real skill. That's the real skill right there. See, these pickup artist guys, they like, oh, we have skills. That's what, no. Are you able to achieve what you're doing, right? Get the maximum result without overextending yourself, without taking long, without having to talk to a woman for 3 fucking hours. And it's the thing. It don't even matter if it's 2 hours, 1 hour. You understand? Matter of fact, like me and Marcus was on the show, he's talking about, oh, I do it in a half an hour. Nigga, that's still too long. That's still too long. You understand what I'm saying?
These motherfuckers that call themselves trying to have a debate with us, they're not skilled. They are the opposite of efficient. They are the opposite of proficient. They are incompetent motherfuckers. Now, what do you mean they are incompetent? Because they are telling you motherfuckers to spend 3 hours with a bitch you just met. 3 fucking hours. The equivalent of 3 dates. And you're condensing it down to 1 evening to try and convince this woman that you have value so she would give you her pussy, which you think is fucking value.
Real fucking talk. Now listen, you guys need to go, make sure you guys go on K Zagin's channel to finish watching that video because that shit is fire. He is breaking it all the way down. Breaking it all the way down. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys go check out K Zagin's video, man, because I was like, yo, he's breaking it all the way down. But he said, what's the difference between 3 hours and 3 dates? That's real fucking shit. See, this is why they didn't want to come and debate us. This is exactly why. This is exactly why dudes didn't want to debate us, because when you think about how ridiculous this is, then you start to see that you guys are out here wasting time and energy on women who don't fucking like you. You understand what I'm saying? This is what we try to get you guys to understand. But guys, if you want to call in, the calling number is 646-481-3901. 646-481-3901 is the number. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat. We'll get to your questions. All right, let me see what some of these questions are saying. It says, when a woman doesn't fully trust your leadership, does it mean you're messing up somewhere or does it mean something else? Yeah, sometimes it means that you're fucking up by not being a good leader, or it just means that she's not necessarily into you, which is why she doesn't want to follow you. So a lot of times what will happen is that if she sees that you're inconsistent, she's not going to trust your leadership, which is going to cause her to resist you. And so that happens because you're not being consistent and congruent with how you do things. But then you have the situations where women, they're just not attracted to you and they don't really see you as that guy. So they're not going to follow your lead anyway. And so they're going to still give you some resistance. So a lot of times what happens is that you'll know the difference where a woman off the rip is resisting you. That's just usually she's just not attracted like that. But if you were dealing with a woman and at first she was cooperating and then all of a sudden she starts to give you a little bit more resistance, that can be mean because you were doing something in a situation that caused her to sort of pause and be like, I don't know about this guy. You feel what I'm saying? So that could be it too. It says, why some women give the anger face impression or look mean when I guess they see some men do. They have psychological issues because I can't understand doing this to someone I don't know. Big Vusi, you got to call up, man. What are you talking about? So you're saying that a chick just give you a stink look? You understand what I'm saying? When you're around or you're trying to like holler at her, like what are you saying specifically? Because sometimes women they'll have the resting bitch face because they see that you're around and that you might be trying to holler and they want to make sure that you're not hollering at them because they're not interested in talking to you. So they're hoping that if I give him this bitchy face, then he won't approach. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the type of shit that could happen. Let me see. So this says, does the reverse also apply? Meaning if you make her wait for sex, does she lose attraction? Not necessarily. No, not necessarily. There are times where that could happen because let's say, for example, she was just so sexually attracted to you and she just wanted to hook up, right? And you weren't trying to do that. That might turn her off. You understand what I'm saying? Because she's in that mindset of wanting to make something happen now, right? But if she's, just into you and she wants to be around you, deal with you in any capacity, then it won't necessarily make a difference, right? But the thing is that, a lot of times what happens is, the women that you are interacting with, you, in a lot of cases, be able to tell the difference. You understand? Because there are some women that, you be able to tell, like, they're just trying to get it in right now. You understand? They may not even want to see you after this. They might just want that shit, for tonight. And that's that. You understand what I'm saying? So that goes down too. You said, yo, Miss Locario, I've been getting matches on Hinge and I tell them, let's meet up for drinks on some day I choose. I guess, is that supposed to be whatever day I choose? And I don't hear back. Would this be medium interest or am I not being clear enough? Yeah, that just means she's not interested. Because if you clearly state that, hey, let's get together, right? But you got to give them specifics. Hey, let's get together this day, or let's get together for a drink. When are you free? Right? Then what happens is that you gave her the clear, like picture of what's supposed to go down. So if she's not responding, then she's not interested. It just is what it is. That's part of the game when it comes to these online dating apps. You'll message a bunch of girls and they'll just leave it on red. You understand? But this is why it's so good to get to the point so you don't just have a bunch of back and forth messages with women that's not going to go anywhere anyway. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. It's better for you to let her know, hey, let's get together, get a drink, and her leave you on red versus you just chit-chatting about nothing. Hey, what's up? She's like, hi. And you're like, what you up to today? Oh, I just went to work. Oh, so what do you like to get into? And you're talking all this back and forth nonsense. And then when you say to them, hey, let's get together, she still leaves you on red. So you're basically wasting time by going back and forth with them chicks. You see what I'm saying? So you just gotta move on to the next woman. You feel what I mean? You said You talked about men and women's behavior changing in yesterday's live. So if the woman changes and the man don't, but she gets interested again, that means she's sexually interested. It depends on the situation. But what I was saying in that show yesterday, and in that particular instance, I was using the example of a woman on a date with a guy she's not really that interested in, and he's interested in her, and he's like more stable boyfriend material, even though she's not highly sexually attracted to him, right? She's like on the date and she's like, okay, he's kind of cool, whatever. But then she goes and fucks with all the fuck boys that she's really excited about. But once those fuck boys don't take her seriously after a while, and she realizes, damn, I'm gonna never get with these guys that I really want, then she'll go back to the original guy, right? So her perspective has changed based on the circumstances she was in that made her change her mindset to go and settle with the other guy. You see what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily mean she's sexually interested, but she's interested in what that guy can offer her, because at this point she's like, well, I want stability. So she's more into the stability of that guy that she's going back to versus being sexually attracted to that guy she's going back to. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it is. You said, do you believe in energy? Like when you walk in a room and minding your business and see some girls look at you strange because some of her friends said you got strong energy and aura. Well, the thing is, everything is energy, right? So the energy is there, but also what happens is, you need to be able to also know how to interpret what's actually going on. Because a lot of times you guys be thinking shit be happening when it don't. You understand? You be thinking chicks be giving you choosing signals when they're not. You think, for example, chicks are interested in you when they're not. So like a girl will just she'll be nice to you. She's just being very pleasant to you. And you think her being pleasant to you means she's interested in you and that she wants to date you or that she likes you. Just like the other day when I think it was me and Steve was doing a show, and the dude called up talking about, oh, my coworker, dad came into the job and she introduced me to her dad. So now he's assuming or thinking because she introduced him to her dad that she's interested. And that's, that's not really the case. You see what I'm saying? He said, how to feel the girl before introducing sex to her. What do you mean? You gotta call up with that. I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about. You said, what your ex trying to get you mad after dumbing her by smiling? What? Yo, the way I don't understand some of y'all questions. What are you talking about? What does that even mean? Barry, you got to call up. You said if 30 minutes is too long, how long should it take? Basically 5 minutes. You guys, okay. Okay. It's been 38 minutes since the start of this show. Right? Imagine you talking to a woman you just met for this long. This is a long time. We done went through the intro of the show, to me getting on the show, to us watching the clip of K Zaggin, to us being here at this point, and it's only been 38 minutes. Right? Look how long that's been. Imagine you talking to a woman for that long that you just met. What do you even need to say? What do you need to talk about? What's so interesting and amazing that you would need to talk to women for that long? Like, what do you need to know? Where is this conversation going? And this is the funny part. Most of you guys don't really have the social skills to be talking to a chick for a half an hour. You understand what I'm saying? Most of y'all will talk yourself out the pussy talking to a girl for that long. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is that if you're interested in a woman sexually, right, it does not take you a half an hour to let her know this. And then it doesn't take her half an hour to figure this out. You understand what I'm saying? This is crazy. Says, what does it mean when women complain about men not applying? Didn't you say this other day, fam? We already talked about it. You said that women say men are applying pressure and not trying to persuade her and not being really. Remember, those are attention whores. Those are women who want your attention. You understand? You do not need to apply, see, if you're trying to apply pressure, that's basically harassment. See, this is how, look, guys, this is why you're not supposed to listen to women. See, a woman will be like, oh, you're not applying enough pressure. And then the guy applies a pressure to the next girl. But then the next girl is going to be like, he's being creepy and harassing me. Because see, the girl that wants you to apply pressure, she's an attention whore. She just wants your attention. But then you take her advice and apply pressure to a whole nother girl thinking that's what you should be doing. And the girl that you're applying pressure to don't want your attention or nothing. And now you're harassing her. This is why you only deal with women who cooperate with you. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. So do you approach women when they're in a uncomfortable spot? Example, on a crowded subway. Sid, why would you? Okay, listen, you can approach a woman anywhere. Well, why do y'all guys come up with these crazy scenarios when you can't even approach a woman just sitting on a bench by herself at the park reading a book? You understand what I'm saying? Like, what's the point of these questions? When you can't even approach a woman where it's simpler and easier to approach her. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are y'all talking about? Crazy. You said, no, Locario, I'm not even interested in them, but they be looking mad at me like I did something to them. Sometimes I say some to them like, you already ugly without that mean look. What? What are you talking? First of all, Moochie, why do you care? Like, why do y'all care about what a chick is doing? And especially when if you're not interested in them and trying to do nothing, then why do you give a fuck? You understand what I'm saying? Don't give a fuck about that shit. All right, says, do we use the same colorful language on Hinge that we would on other platforms? No, they are more strict than other apps. No, so what you got to do is when you are on certain apps, you got to know the vibe and the culture of the app. So there's certain things that you could probably say on Tinder that you might not want to say on Hinge because of the vibe of the app. You understand what I'm saying? So there might be certain things you'll say on Field that you're not going to say on Christian Mingle. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to understand the app that you're on. You see what I mean? Let me see what other questions. And guys, if you want to call up, the caller number 646-481-3901, 646-481-3901 is the number. So you guys can call up. Says, how do you handle when you approach women in bars and find that you didn't like something they said and you end the convo abruptly, but they think they offended you when you wanted to move on? What? So wait, hold on. See, how do you handle when you approach women in bars and find that you didn't like something they said and you end the convo abruptly, but they think they offended you when you wanted to move on? Well, how would you know that you think that you offended them, or they think they offended you, right? And why would you care? You see what I'm saying? Like, why do you guys ask questions? It's like you guys are asking questions that are not relevant to anything. You understand what I'm saying? Like, why do you care that they think they offended you? Like, why do you care? You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense. I want to know why you care. What's the difference between her feeling you because she wants to be with you and love? So you saying what's the difference between her? Well, the thing is this: a woman could love you and not want to be with you. You understand what I'm saying? And then you can have a woman who wants to be with you because she loves you. So just because a woman loves you doesn't mean she wants to actually be with you. A woman could love you and not want to be in a relationship with you, not want to have sex with you, none of that shit. You understand what I'm saying? He said, you think dating apps are better or running down on a chick in person? Well, this is the thing. I wouldn't consider running down on a chick, but I would say approaching women and using dating apps are both good, and you should be doing both. You understand what I'm saying? Both of these things should be happening. Shout out to Mr. Jesse. Are these teenagers asking questions? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I want to know. Some of these questions, I'm like, what is going on today with these questions? You know what I'm saying? But guys, call up. Call-in number is 646-481-3901. 646-481-3901 is the number. Call up so we can get it cracking. You feel what I'm saying? Call up so we can get that going. And remember, guys, make sure that you guys go to badboymembership.com. Go to badboymembership.com to get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month.
Do it!
You know what I'm saying?
Just do it!
Make sure you guys go do that. And also make sure you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you do it.
Just do it!
So make sure you guys get that shit cracking. So he said, what you do if you approach a woman and she be rude to you and try to impress you in front of public? What? What is? What do y'all be told? What are you talking about? Your questions don't even make sense. If she's rude, why is she trying to impress you? Like, I don't understand. What are you talking about? You know what? Like, Barry, call up, fam. You guys, man. I think you guys might need to watch a YouTube channel that teaches you English or some shit. You guys' questions are crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about, man? Call in. Jesus Christ. See, I can see why you're having a hard time with these women, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. You guys can't be serious. You can't be. Oh my God. Yeah, I can't be serious with these questions. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? So if I'm confused about what you're saying, I know the women are confused when you guys are trying to talk to them on the dating apps or in person or whatever. I'm like, what is going on? You understand what I'm saying? What is going on? But guys, understand that, when it comes to this topic, guys, the longer it takes, the less attracted she is to you sexually. Because a lot of you guys still think you need to go on 3 dates in order to make shit happen with women, right? A lot of you guys think you need to talk on the phone for hours in order to build rapport with a woman to get her to like you and to get her to want to fuck with you. A lot of guys, you think you got to go through a big song and dance in order to make something happen with a woman. A lot of you guys think you need to, say something cute on the text messages in order to get a girl to want to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But when you understand sexual attraction and sex appeal, this shit becomes easy. It becomes real easy. It becomes real easy to detect whether or not a woman wants to be sexual with you. It becomes real easy to understand when she's not sexually attracted to you. It becomes real easy to understand that this girl wants to smash tonight. It becomes real easy to understand that this girl is just out with you because she's bored and she had nothing else better to do. You understand? Like, all of these things reveal itself when you understand how to communicate and deal with women, because their words and actions are going to tell you everything you need to know. Everything. But what happens is that you need to be able to create the situation for that to go down, for you to be able to tell and to know. The problem is, this is the thing. Most of you guys, unfortunately, y'all get confused because y'all think, for example, a woman being nice to you and giving you attention means she's sexually attracted to you. You think a woman giving you the number means she's sexually attracted to you. You think a woman giving you choosing signals means she's sexually attracted to you. You think a woman fucking going on 3 to 4 dates means she's sexually attracted to you. You understand what I'm saying? See, a lot of you guys are wasting a lot of fucking time with women who are not sexually attracted to you, and then you get pissed off when sex don't happen. You understand what I'm saying? You get real tight. But what should have gave you the understanding is that the fact that you're spending all this time shows she's not about it. Because this is the thing. If you guys are extremely indirect, that makes it harder for you to understand if she's sexually interested. Because if you're extremely indirect, if she's not interested, she's just going to take the attention. If you're extremely indirect and she is interested, there's sometimes the woman won't even do anything unless you make the move. But you're not making the move because you're indirect, right? And it's sometimes you being that indirect, you take so long to make the move that she is now no longer interested. You see what I'm saying? So this is why it's important for you guys to make this happen. The problem is that you guys are scared to get rejected. You're scared of the woman not wanting to fuck you, so you tiptoe around the pussy. It's unfortunate. You said, can you discuss the problem with going through your girl's phone or trying to check up on her, on who she's hanging out with, or saying you don't want her to have male friends? Well, yeah, all of that is insecurity. All of that is insecurity. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you need to check on her phone, right, that means that you are way too invested in what the chick is doing. You understand what I'm saying? If you're worried about who she's hanging out with, you're way too invested in what the chick is doing. See, this is the thing. Your girl is supposed to be more invested in what you're doing versus you being invested in what she's doing. Why? Because as a man, you're supposed to be so caught up on what you're doing. So why the fuck are you listen, when you're not around your girl, right? You should hope that she's doing a bunch of other shit that will distract her from coming at you and being all up in what you're doing. You feel what I'm saying? You guys are sitting there worrying, man, what is she doing? Where's she at? Who she's hanging out with? I'm like, nigga, what is happening in your life where you're worried about what your girl is doing when she's not around you? You should be so caught up in what you're doing, so busy, so engaged, so entertained, so, just like you got so much shit going on that you ain't even got time to be thinking about what she doing. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is, a lot of these dudes that's checking up on their girl phone, worried about where she at, all that other shit, you're way too invested. You understand? And that means that you don't got shit going on, or you don't love your life that much. Because when you're so in love with your life, right? It's like you're so caught up in what you're doing. Your girl is texting you, talking about, hey, what's up? And what are you up to? And I'm thinking about you. That's what your girl should be doing. Why are you sitting there worried about what the fuck she doing? You understand what I'm saying? What's up with Big Vusi? This motherfucker's a weirdo. It's like, this dude is out of here. This dude is on some other shit. This dude is on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But yeah, you definitely guys got to stay out your girl's phone, man. You got to get out of that mindset. That mindset is for weak men. You understand what I'm saying? That mindset of worrying about what your girl's doing. You say he's going. I'm telling you, these motherfuckers had to be like probably teenagers asking these questions. I'm like, what is going on? What is going on? But guys, if you want to call up, the call number 646-481-3901, 646-481-3901 is the number. You guys got probably like 5 or 10 minutes, and I'm gonna wrap this shit the fuck up. You feel what I'm saying? So if nobody calls in, I'm gonna wrap it up. But if you have a question, put a Q in the chat, and we will get to your question. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, you guys gotta stay out your girls' phones, man. That's some super weak shit. Like, you should not be giving a fuck about what the fuck is going on with your chick. You understand what I'm saying? All right, let me see. 239 was popping. Who this?
Yo, this is Caleb. Can you hear me better from last time?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
All right, I donated to Miles $5.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. So what's going on, man?
Hey, man, so I started reading that book, Conversations with God, and I'm starting to see what y'all are talking about when you talk about, you know, you say that everybody is God. So I kind of want to understand what you mean more so in regards with Miles as well. I know I should have probably called tomorrow, but.
Oh, no, it's all good. So basically what it is that everything that exists, right, is God. So basically what happens is that the trick is to think that be in your ego to think you're not God. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why when people say, you know, people have bastardized the concept of being woke, but to actually be woke or to awaken or to wake up is to realize that you're God. You see what I'm saying? So think about it this way. Think about in the sense of, let's say you're watching Batman, right? And I'm just using Batman as an example. Let's say Batman forgot that he's Bruce Wayne and he really thought he was Batman. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he thought this is who he really is, period. So then what happens is that at some point he takes off the mask and he's like, oh shit, like, I'm really Bruce Wayne. So he woke up and realized he was Bruce Wayne. So the same thing with God. What happens is that most people think that they're not God. And then when they wake up, they realize they're God. And then this is when you realize that you're connected to everything. And this is when you realize that when you realize you're connected to everything, that changes your perspective, right? And that's the thing where when you understand things are connected, it's hard for you to, for example, be a hater, because then it's like you're hating yourself. So how could I hate you if we're connected, we're the same? It's like I'm hating myself. You see what I'm saying? So this is why when people, right. Go ahead, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was gonna say I get what you're saying, because you like everything is God. So if I'm hating them, I'm kind of like hating myself at the same time.
Right. It's like saying, you know, oh, like, because if I say I love myself, but I hate my hands, then that doesn't make any sense. Because if I love myself, I gotta hate my hands if the hands are part of myself. You see what I'm saying? So if you're part of me and you're connected to me, I can't. If I say I hate you, but I love me, that's an incorrect statement. You see what I'm saying? But that's on a deeper level that a lot of people don't understand, because most people believe or understand things as separate, right? But they don't understand the connectedness in everything. Do you see what I mean? So then what happens is that when you think of yourself as separate, then it's easy for me to hate on you or do violence to you or do something fucked up to you because I think you are different than me. You see what I'm saying? But when I realize that you're not, then it's a whole different perspective. And then it would make no sense for me to do that because I understand how everything's connected. You see what I'm saying?
For sure. And there's one part in the book I really love. You know, I'm going to take an extra upon that. There's one part where they talked about how, you know, it's like with the writing, right? He said, you know, if you revisit the same thing over and over again, then you're not recognizing what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Well, the thing is,
okay.
Well, the thing is this.
Yeah, so I was like, if I'm not taking action like I should be, like, you know, approaching 25 women a day, I'm not actually recognizing that I'm that guy, I'm that person who can take action. Yeah.
Well, the thing is this: circumstances and situations are always going to occur. It depends on how you respond to those circumstances and situations. And so a lot of times what happens is when a person's saying that they've grown or they have a different perspective, right? It's them realizing that the individual, right, has to be able to look at things and choose to see it a certain way, because everything that's happening is going to happen and is going to keep happening. So a lot of people, what they do is that they'll say, well, I'll change or I'll be happy or I'll feel good when everything else changes, right? So they're like, oh, well, I'll feel good when, I'll get more money, or my sister or brother or mom or girlfriend, boyfriend treats me better, and all this other stupid shit. So they'll be like, I'll be happy and change once they change, or these circumstances change. What I'm saying is the circumstances is going to keep doing what it does. You're the one as the individual that has to change in order to not feel a certain type of way based on the circumstances. So that's the problem with a lot of people out there. They're waiting for everything else to change and then they'll change. But it's not like that. It's like the mirror. It's like looking in the mirror and then you have a frown on your face, but you want the mirror to show a smile.
Yeah.
No, you have to smile, then the mirror will smile. That's how it works. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of people, they don't understand the power they have. And so this is why they're depressed, angry, frustrated, fearful, all these other things, because they're so deep into their mask, their ego, that they don't realize who they are, unfortunately. But again, everybody comes to the conclusion at their own time. You see what I'm saying? So that's just what it is.
I kind of picked up on what you said, like talking about how everyone has the power. So if I'm not actually the power that I have, then I'm not actually recognizing that I'm that guy, and that means that I'm still not woke, in that sense, the right sense.
Right, and this is what we even talk about when we talking about, like, for example, we talking about attracting women, right? Why do you think I don't tell you guys, like, I don't say to you guys, hey guys, you should change this or use this pickup line and blah, 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 and try to convince. I don't say none of that shit. What I tell you guys is to find the women who are in alignment with you. What does that mean? That means to find the women who are the same. You understand what I'm saying? So basically, you're not changing yourself to try to get with a woman, right? You are exactly who you are, and then you align with the people who are in alignment with you, meaning they have the same vibe as you, the vibration. That's why I say catch a vibe. It's the vibration. We're at the same vibration. So I don't need to change my vibration for the woman, right? I find the women who are in the same vibration as me. You see what I'm saying? So unfortunately, what happens is that a lot of times people are trying to get a certain thing. For example, the guy's like, oh, I'm trying to get this baddie, right? Part of the reason why he's trying to get the baddie is because he thinks on a subconscious level, the baddie will somehow make him more powerful or improve him, right? What I'm saying is, yes, you can be attracted to the baddies, but find the baddies who are in alignment with you instead of fucking trying to, convince this baddie to fuck with you, because most of it is you trying to convince her because you don't see the value in yourself. That's where the flaw is. You see what I'm saying? So the flaw is that when you don't see value in yourself, you're always trying to siphon the value from other people. And that's not how it works, because all you're doing is you're dragging people down with your insecurity. Like, you ever be around somebody who's like super, super, super insecure, depressed all the time? It just feels like a drag to be around them, right? And the reason why is because the vibe that they're on, right, is low. It's like everything's a problem. They're complaining all the time. It's an issue. And you just don't want to be around them, because when you're around them, it's like that energy, they're sucking the energy out of you. You see what I'm saying? And so that's what happens in these situations where you have this one person trying to suck the energy out of somebody else. You see what I'm saying? And it's terrible. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what it is, man. Oh, is he still on? I think he must have cut off and shit. But yeah, that's the thing, man, guys. I'm telling you, man, this shit get deep. This is what I tell you, motherfuckers. This shit gets deep. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think he had cut off. But yeah, man. Let me see if I think we got a few more questions and we're gonna wrap it up. Hold on, where are we at? Where was we at with the questions? All right, so you said me, when are you free for drinks? Her, hello. I have a few questions for you first. LOL, my love languages are receiving gifts and quality time. Would that be a problem for you? How to respond? You don't. You don't. That's a wrap. You keep that shit pushing. Hold on, it says, why does my mindset change when I approach a woman I really like physically? I can't make up my mind my mind up as to wanting a relationship or just smashing, but then I don't want to waste time with no results. Well, first of all, you know, you're saying that your mind's set changes when you approach a woman that you're like physically, you're already fucking up. Because your mindset shouldn't be changing based on you physically being attracted to a woman. You understand what I'm saying? And when you're talking about, oh, I can't make my mind up about wanting a relationship or smashing, you don't even know if the chick is interested in you. Like, you see, you guys you putting the cart before the horse. You don't even know if this girl's interested. Now, if she is interested in you, right? Then what happens is that you should just be smashing. At this point, what are you even thinking about a relationship when it takes time for a relationship to occur? You still got to vet the woman if you're trying to do a relationship. So why would you be like, oh, I don't know if I want to smash or be in a relationship? You need to vet the woman anyway. So smashing should be the thing that you're doing first. You understand what I'm saying? So all that love language shit goes out the window when she meets a guy. Exactly. I'm telling you, y'all gotta understand these chicks be talking shit. Why would a woman match with me on a dating app or a girl I approached in person? I ask, when are you free to hang out? They play games and not respond or say, I will let you know, because they're not attracted to you. Guys, okay. Do you guys not understand how much women love attention? Women love attention. So they will try to get attention from you, even though they are not sexually interested in you, even though they're not interested in dating you, they can still get your attention. You understand? Again, just like I always flip it around so you guys can understand. That's like a woman coming to me and saying, Locario, why do these guys fuck me, but they don't want to be in a relationship with me? I would tell her, guys sometimes just want to fuck you, and they don't want a relationship. So the same thing on the flip. Some women like your attention, but they don't want no interaction with you sexually. You see what I'm saying? So it's your job to make sure that you find out if a woman is an attention whore or not. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. I think this is this Caleb?
Yeah, I'm calling back. I just got bad section of the highway with no data. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on?
Yeah, I donated another 5 miles. I would have donated to you, but I'm not on my computer, so.
All right, cool. So what's going on?
Yeah. I was just gonna say I really appreciate the call. That was some real stuff, man. Like, even the book suggestion, like, that was crazy. Like, even seeing that in writing. So.
No, that's what's up. That's what's up. No, I'm telling you, that's a dope book. I recommend that shit to everybody. Get that Conversations with the God book. You feel what I'm saying? That shit is fire.
Yeah, man. You gonna drop any more videos on Locario motivation, by the way?
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that around like the summertime, because I got a website that I'm trying to do for that also. So once I get all that stuff done, I'm gonna start doing that and dropping more shit on there. You know what I'm saying?
All right, bet, man. Yo, great call. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. I appreciate the call, fam. All right. So let me get some more of these questions, and then we're gonna wrap it up. You said, I'm thinking about starting a YouTube channel. I'm thinking of starting a channel for YouTube. Would you say there's a game to growing your subscribers, clickbait titles, photos, etc., or there's no gimmick strategy, a bit of consistency? Okay, well, this is the thing. So, one, you got to figure out, what you're using YouTube for. So, if you're trying to, get a bunch of subscribers so you can, start getting paid on YouTube, then the titles that will make it more clickable. Also, what will help is, the gimmicky, goofy shit where, let's say you use somebody who's popular to boost your visibility. So like, let's say you talk about somebody who's popular. That's one thing you can do. Another thing you can do is, I'll say this, the more I'll say this, the smarter your content is, the less views you're probably going to get. The more, I would say, I don't want to say dumber, but the Like when your content is not as intellectual, you'll get more hits. And there's a reason for that, because when you're smart, what happens is that being intelligent makes people feel uncomfortable. Like I know this, I already know this. This is so like what happens is that when you're a smart motherfucker, people feel some type of way because your intelligence makes them feel stupid. And then the flip side is also true. Your stupidity makes people feel smart. So if you're stupid, people are going to love you because you make them feel comfortable. If you're smart, people are going to hate you because you make them feel dumb. You understand what I'm saying? So for example, if you made let's say you made a channel, I'm just using an example. If you made a YouTube channel about math, right? If you say 2 + 2 is 4, you're not going to get no views. You understand what I'm saying? You're not going to get no views. But if you make a math channel when you say 2 + 2 is 70, oh nigga, you're going to blow the fuck up. You're going to blow up. You understand what I'm saying? Now, why are you going to blow up if you say 2 + 2 is 70? The reason why you're going to blow up is because people are going to love the fact that you're stupid, because now they can type in your chat. Look at this idiot. He doesn't even know 2 + 2 is 4. This guy's stupid. Oh my. So then it's going to be a lot of comments and that's going to blow your shit up in the algorithm. But if you said 2 + 2 is 4, then you're right. Who gives a fuck? Nobody's going to comment on that shit. Nobody's going to pass that to their friends. But if you say 2 + 2 is 70, oh nigga, you go viral. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how it works. So if you want to go viral on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, the dumber you are, the more likely you will go viral and shit will get passed around. The smarter you are, it ain't gonna happen for you, fam. So you got to pick your poison. But also it depends on what you're trying to do. This is why low key, I think a lot of content creators be trolling just to spread their videos around, because I'm like, these niggas can't be serious with the information they're giving. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, these niggas can't be serious. Like I saw a video of a nigga talking about how the alpha way to sit in a chair, or the alpha way to pass somebody a clipboard or some stupid shit. And I was like, what the fuck is this stupid shit? But I seen a bunch of videos where they were talking about that same motherfucker doing the stupid shit. You see what I'm saying? He was like, this is how an alpha male opens a book. You see, you have to make sure you open the book upright and then open the book this way. This is how an alpha male opens a book. See, a beta is going to open it like this. This is what these niggas is talking about. So that's the thing. So when you talk about a bunch of nonsense, oh, that's gonna blow your shit up. Like we knew this already. You guys remember the video that Miles did where the racist dude came in and he started talking all that shit, right? And Miles didn't say nothing on purpose because he knew when that happened. And another thing, he titled it like "White Guy Schools the Black Man" or some shit, and a bunch of people did videos about it. The shit went crazy. That's how you get a lot of hits. You got to do a bunch of the dumb shit. You understand what I'm saying? That's how it works. So you just got to figure out, you said, how is a girl doing shit tests on you disrespectful? Because basically what she's saying is I'm not attracted to you, and I'm going to disrespect you in front of your face, and you are going to try to still get with me. You understand? So it's her purposely, being disrespectful. You understand what I'm saying? You said, what do you think about my message I sent about me fucking the girl I got? What? After a few messages, I was fucking her within the first 40 minutes of meeting her on day one. What messages are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about. You said, is it possible for a woman to have medium interest in you as a man, but high interest in you sexually because of the freaky things you do in the bedroom that she's not getting anywhere else? Well, the thing is when we talk about high interest, medium interest, low interest, it's really based on how she views you sexually. You understand what I'm saying? So it's sex appeal, sexual, and then everything else after that. So if she has high interest in you, we're talking about sexually, right? Now, what happens is that she can want to have sex with you, but not want to be in a relationship with you. But if she wants to be in a relationship with you, but she can hold off on the sex, that means she got medium interest. You understand what I'm saying? All right, let me answer these and we're going to wrap this up. Do you have a program on colorful language? No, I don't. I could probably do one at some point for the Bad Boy membership. When did you guys talk about everyone being God? Which stream was this? We talked about it a few times. You know what I'm saying? We talked about that a few times, but I'll probably do something on my Locario Motivation channel for that one. Said, I had women tell me submissive women control men. She said, really control the world because they control men by manipulating them. What do you think about this? No, that's not true, because what happens is if a woman is submitting, that means she's under the man's mission. So she can't really be controlling him if she's under his mission and doing what he's saying in order to go in this direction, right? What happens is that a woman can manipulate a guy who doesn't have a program. So she's not really submitting to him. She's just showing behavior where he thinks that she is submissive. But in order to submit, that means you have to be under someone's program. So by being under someone's program and then saying, well, I'm controlling it, that's an oxymoron. You see what I'm saying? Doesn't make any sense. You said, is leadership more important than looks? Absolutely. What are you talking? Says, will a woman lose sexual interest in you if you want to upgrade her too much? What do you mean by upgrading her too much? What does that mean? What does that even mean? Upgrading her too much? I don't understand what that means. Because if you're upgrading a chick, she's getting upgraded based on the fact that she is doing something in the situation to be upgraded. So it's not like, how do you upgrade her too much? I don't understand what that means. Because the upgrade she's getting is in direct relation to her cooperation. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what it is. All right, people. So I'm about to wrap this up. So make sure that you guys remember to go to badboymembership.com. Make sure you guys get that shit cracking. And make sure you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com. Make sure you do that. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it. And I will holler at you guys tomorrow. Me and Miles will be on the Friday show, 4:15. Make sure you guys tune in. And I will holler at you guys later. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm going. I'm out. Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Now, before you go, click the link below and go to badboymembership.com. Now, badboymembership.com is a place where you go to get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Listen, I know you're tired of being rejected. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of being afraid to approach women. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of not getting the women that you want. Go to badboymembership.com. Listen, I know you're tired of being alone on a Friday night. Go to badboymembership.com. Now picture this. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com, follow the steps, learn the game, implement the game, and then you will get the woman you want. Make sure you go to badboymembership.com today. Click the link below. Click the link below or go straight to MrLocario.com to get the documentary Game Kings, The Definition of Game.
Because Locario, in my opinion, it's the best dating coach on YouTube or whatever the fuck. Everything he says, ambulance. Everything he says, I have nothing against him. I have no contradiction. Everything he says, I say, yeah, it's just